Okay, we are now looking at section 12.3, surface areas of cylinders. And as you can see here, I've got a couple of cylinders. There's a nice picture of a cylinder. I thought this was a funky building. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. So even in architecture, I'd have a cylinder here. Obviously, it's got a nice little touch to it. Imagine painting that, and then you have all those windows to take care of or avoid. So, surface area of cylinders. Here is another cylinder. Hold on. Let me get that so you can see. Oh, yeah. Once again, in the classroom, you'll have cylinders available if you need to look at one or touch one, just because it's really hard to just visualize even here underneath this wonderful light. As you can see, there is your cylinder. It's got a circular base, and basically it's like a cup that you drink out of, a tube, sometimes maybe you call this, circular base. All right, I've got another one here, and there's a reason why I have this one. It's one that I made, and you guys at this time should have made one, or somebody in the classroom should have made one of these. All right, cylinder, you got your circle bases. And once again, the same thing we're going to look at as we did in the other. We're going to look at surface area, and we're going to look at lateral area. So if I were to cut this apart, just like if I would have gotten a soup container or anything else, although I just can't cut that apart as easily. So I'm going to cut off there, and then obviously this is how I made it. Cut this off, pieces. Your net for a cylinder looks like this. And when you make a net for this, you do not have to have these circles right here. This circle could be here, and I'll show you that in a little bit. What's interesting about this is this piece right here, if I were to roll it, okay, and actually I'm going to make a mark back here. And I'm not the best roller, and this is not the perfect circle. If you get the idea here, if I roll, and I roll, and I roll, and I roll, oops, see, I'm already slipping on my rolling a little bit. It should fairly well work out, yeah, that I come back around here at the end, okay? So if you think about it, this amount from here to here should be the equivalent of the rolling of the circle, because it's got to match up when you fold it all up anyway. So the rolling of the circle, oh wait, what is this out here? That is called your circumference. So when we look at this surface and lateral area, I want you to keep it in mind that this length is actually your circumference of your circle. Okay, lateral area, once again in football you make a lateral pass, it's just the side. It's the side of your cylinder. It does not include the bases. It does not include the circles. So lateral area and surface area would include the bases. Lateral area, surface area. All right, enough of that. Moving right along. Let's look at our formulas here. I gave you several different net possibilities for the lateral area of a cylinder. And here's the reason why the formula is what it is. It has lateral area is equal to 2 pi RH. The reason it's 2 pi RH is because when you look at the net, of course I put nets of the entire thing up here, but all the lateral area is this part right here. Okay? When you look at the net, we're looking at this. We've already discussed this is actually a rectangle. So you're going to take base times height. Your height is the height of the cylinder, and this length right here is your circumference. And how about circumference? You can have pi d, or you can say 2 pi r. And just because the formula kind of uses this way, we use 2 pi r. So then you take your base times your height. So lateral area is equal to 2 pi r times h, otherwise known as 2 pi r h. Okay? And don't be afraid to think it through. Sometimes you get too much in these formulas, like I can't remember the exact formulas of pi and an r and h. Kind of just think, oh my gosh, that's a rectangle, the lateral area. Refigure it if you need to. All of these, you can go back to the basics if you forget a formula. All right? All right. Now we're going to talk about the surface area. The surface area is now going to include your bases. So you're going to take the area of the rectangle, the area of the circle, and the area of the circle. All right? Well, we already know our surface area is going to be the lateral area plus 2 bases. Okay? Oh, that's very similar to what it was yesterday. Well, today's lateral area is 2 pi RH, as discussed earlier, plus I'm going to add in the 2 bases. All right? Well, what's the base? The base is the area of the circle, which is pi r squared. We like pi, so we're going to square it to get the area of it. So 2 pi r squared. Okay, kind of a crazy formula. There's a lot of things in there, a lot of 2's, pi's, r's. All right, be aware. Think about how that's set up. Think more of like the logic behind the formula rather than just like, I gotta memorize this whole big scary formula. Okay? All right. And we'll move on to the example problems. And I'm gonna make a whole other video for that. So we'll bring this to a close and then you can watch the example video.